Welcome back on stage. We hope you enjoyed your break and our virtual Bitkom World experience. Let's kick off part 2 of our second day of the Bitkom Quantum Summit. I'd like again to highlight that we have a partner area and our partners Fujitsu, Atos and Fraunhofer are really thrilled to receive your questions. So please do use our partner area to get in contact and to exchange insights and ideas. We heard a lot about the European education and the security landscape, and we want to continue to look at the European strategy landscape. And it's a pleasure for me to introduce our next speaker. This will be a pre-recorded video with insights on the French quantum strategy and ecosystem approach. Our speaker is Thomas Courbe from the French Ministry for the Economy, Finance and the Recoverer, and he will be speaking as the Director General for Enterprises. France just recently presented their quantum strategy earlier this year by President Macron, so we're really thrilled to get some European insights on that. The stage is yours.
Hello, I'm glad and honored to talk today about quantum computing. Quantum computing will change the way we use technology in every aspect. The power of quantum computers will help solve economic and social issues. Their development over the next 5 years will be key to solving the profound challenges our society is experiencing. Quantum computing will be part of the solution to climate change. Quantum computers could make it possible to model and find more efficient catalysts for the storage of CO2, as well as getting access to powerful meteorological computing. Quantum computing bears hopes in health. It will be easier to simulate molecules and, for instance, research vaccines or medicines. Quantum computing is also key to securing the digital world. Since quantum computing technologies are going to be ubiquitous, their development and mastering are going to turn into a matter of sovereignty. In this respect, it is similar to other technologies such as cloud and cybersecurity, in which France has launched national strategies. France has set its ambition at the highest level. The French quantum strategy was unveiled by President Emmanuel Macron last January with a 1.8 billion euros comprehensive investment plan for the 5 coming years with a clear ambition. This commitment of 1.8 billion euros is commensurate with the stakes and the ambition to assert itself as a leader in this field over the long term, with the objective of creating 16,000 direct jobs by 2030 in favor of a business that will eventually represent between 1% and 2% of French exports. The development of skills involves initial and continuing education with a target of 5,000 new talents trained in quantum technologies by 2025, researchers, engineers and technicians. New university courses will start next academic year. We will aim at developing an environment favorable to the intensification of entrepreneurship and technology transfer. In particular, support for the emergence and growth of startups will be provided through the mobilization of equity with the ambition of reaching a total amount of 120 million euros. Also, a major effort will be devoted to research, which will benefit the entire academic community, including our universities and our research institutions such as CNRS, CEA, and INRIA, which will be part of the priority research program dedicated to this quantum strategy for a total amount of 150 million euros in 4 directions: solid-state qubits, cold atoms, quantum algorithms, and the frontiers of computability and security. Maturation, innovation, and technology transfer will receive unprecedented support in a diversity of ways, such as the major innovation challenges, technological maturation programs, and support for industrial deployment, the total of which amounts to 350 million euros, with a private sector contribution that will be at least equivalent. Beyond this powerful national dynamic, France will foster European partnerships with countries such as Germany, for example, in the field of quantum computing or communications, or with the Netherlands towards the universal quantum computer. Our common horizon will be to establish Europe as quantum technology's center of gravity. A European consortium, including France, Germany, Italy, Spain, Ireland, and Austria, has already been formed to develop the first hybrid computer prototype incorporating a quantum accelerator of at least 100 qubits by 2023 on the site of le très grand centre de calcul in Bruyères-le-Châtel in France. This platform will be the first step towards a European quantum hub. As regards technology offer, France will support the development of state-of-the-art solutions among 7 objectives, among which to develop the use of quantum computer simulators thanks to classical supercomputers pushed to their limits, and to develop a hybrid computer with a first-generation imperfect operational quantum accelerator backed by the first quantum software suites, notably for chemistry, logistics, and AI, and this by 2023. Second, to develop universal quantum computer at an industrial scale, France being considered one of the few countries capable of meeting this challenge thanks to its excellent background in upstream research and technology and its microelectronics industry. Third, to strengthen the technologies and applications of quantum sensors, which have been supported by the government for several years. Fourth, we want to strengthen the post-quantum cryptography offer to remain in the cybersecurity race. Fifth, we want to support the ecosystem across the board, including the development of skills and human capital via initial and continuing education. To wrap it up, quantum computing should be thought as the major disruption with an ecosystem approach, with new usages and new users, new providers, and new applications. French strategy focuses on developing the French ecosystem, but does need strong partnerships in Europe. Together, France and Germany have a wide range of competitive advantages to run among the leaders. A prosperous ecosystem, renowned economic leaders. In France, for example, we are fortunate to have a lot of promising startups, such as Pascal, Candela, VeryCloud, CryptoNext, Qubit Pharmaceuticals, or Alice and Bob. We also have some funds specializing in the field, such as Quantonations. So the willingness to invest in research, as I mentioned before, is also a key element to support this strategy. And to reach the adequate scale, the EU needs to foster bilateral networks, bilateral programs, and France and Germany can be a driving force for ambitious cooperation in this field. Just as France and Germany partnered in the Gaia-X project to ensure a more balanced and sovereign approach to cloud computing, we must intensify our efforts on critical technologies and strengthen the links between our ecosystems. Moreover, Germany and France share the same values and the same ethics, which is critical when we come to think of the way technology will be used to shape our society. So again, thank you very much for your invitation. I hope this conference today will help foster fruitful partnerships and develop a world-class quantum ecosystem in Europe. Thank you.